Nate Diaz goes off on Khabib Nurmagomedov regarding his retirement. Retirement at 20 and 22 fights. Yeah, and then he retired and he's gone. It's like I'm done. I have done it all. You fought 3 ranked opponents, then beats 2 guys as a champion. And then those guys got beat the same way in their next fight. Khabib sucks. Anthony Joshua offered Alex Pereira a boxing match after he done at UFC. Alex Pereira should make a boxing debut one day. Alex Pereira responds back to Anthony Joshua, "I'm honored you think so. It's always been my dream. I'm 37, I cannot make a career in it. So who do you recommend I fight?" Alexander Volkanovski is looking for another lightweight fight ahead of his featherweight title shot. "I'm in a position now where if they want me to fight for the featherweight title in bloody March or something, or April, I'm going to fight at lightweight. Give me that. That's still exciting. So I want an exciting fight. Like a Charles Oliveira." I did call out Dustin Poirier. Dricus Du Plessis says it doesn't make sense to mention Khamzat Chimaev in future UFC middleweight title talks. "I have been on that side of the area of not being able to fight, and it sucks. Right now, it just doesn't even make sense to talk about it. He hasn't fought one single ranked middleweight, not one. And to even put him in that conversation right now, seems like we're wasting time talking about it." Magomed Ankalaev going in on Alex Pereira yet again, and makes him a deal. "Alex Pereira, I respect you, but the reality is you're still the champion, because you haven't fought me yet. You fought with a fake ninja and a street fighter, both with no chins. If Izzy can KO you, then I will cause 3x damage. I will do it with no wrestling with you." Alex Pereira is black belt. "Nobody in the world believe he can beat me. Even the UFC, I think you my toughest fight. But I believe I will knock you out standing. If Izzy did it, I can also." Dana White. "McNainard, please give me opportunity. I will knock this guy out. And guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel as well." Dricus Du Plessis believes that Israel Adesanya doesn't want to compete anymore and is trying to convince himself otherwise.
Biggest achievement for him personally was beating Alex Pereira. Now, he had this nemesis who's beaten him multiple times, and after that fight, he was ready to call it quits. And that's what I saw in his eyes as well. Trying to convince me, but more so trying to convince himself that he still wants to do this and that he still has what it takes to be the best fighter in the world. And as soon as you're asking yourself that question, you're in a dark place.
Charles Oliveira coach says he prefers Islam Makhachev rematch next, since there's no one to fight with Makhachev. "Both Charles and I want the belt now. With Arman suspended, there would be no name other than Charles Oliveira. Poirier just fought. Gaethje also got knocked out. So the truth is that with Arman out of the game, I believe there is no one at 155 to fight Makhachev other than Charles." Garry says he or Shavkat Rakhmonov will be the one to dethrone Leon Edwards. "It's going to take someone of my caliber, of Shavkat Rakhmonov caliber, to come up here and really bring him to the wire and prove that we are the new generation in this sport, and take that belt from him." Dana White explains why it was impossible for Ronda Rousey to grow and evolve as a fighter in the UFC. While Ronda Rousey was doing what she was doing, building the sport and the UFC and women, all these other women were training to beat her. She had taken so much on her shoulders at the time, it was literally impossible for her to keep growing as a fighter during that period. Magomed Ankalaev reacts to Alex Pereira expressing interest in a boxing fight. Alex Pereira, one more UFC champion, want to run to boxing because he knows he going to lose his belt next. Sean Strickland goes off on Bilal Muhammad for talking shit.
God, fucking blow. You want to talk about that guy's a man. I don't really know much about him, dude. I just know he goes, every time I interact with the guy, I'm just like, hey, why you always talk shit, bro? Do you want to fight or not? And then he goes on Twitter and says, I want to fight Sean. Like, motherfucker, I just asked you if you wanted to scrap. There literally is a cage right there. We'll do it. And he goes on Twitter, Sean's a white trash. Like, nah, dude. So, I think Edwards is going to put that man out.
Thank you guys for watching video. If you enjoyed the video, kindly subscribe to my channel for more updates.